in front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now.
When the guy on the mound has complete command of his off speed, especially his changeup, sometimes as a hitter you just have to give up pull side to stay on it.
Popped him up. Rocchio in foul ground. He's got it 1 away.
Batting second, the left fielder, Jose Martinez.
Into the box, Jose Martinez. Past history with Mike Clevenger. He's a .333 hitter. First pitch on its way. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. Clevenger has a reputation, or a knack if you will, for working himself out of tough situations when he finds himself there. A lot of relief pitchers are known for that, obviously, but it's swung on and hit pretty well out to deep left field. Now this will rattle up against the wall. Throw into second. And a good effort to bring it back in quickly, but he's in at second base with a double.
Left fielder really never had a chance at that one at all. It was over his head before he knew it, bouncing off the base of the wall for an easy double. Those are the kind of shots anyone would feel good about.
To the plate now, Austin Meadows. 1-0 the count. As a look, now the pitch.
Hey, after that extra base hit, things could go awry. He didn't. He battled right back in his zone with a nice executed pitch.
Well, time to look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Dave Lawrence.
Dan, we got Dave Lawrence behind the dish tonight. One of the best in the business, in my opinion, but sometimes has a tendency to fall into a pattern where he's given a little bit too much on that outside corner.
Yeah, D-Road, one of the things he'll do, he'll open up that outside corner, especially with left-handed batters.
see what their bats can do. So coming to the plate, Cesar Hernandez. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. And the pitch.
Second baseman,
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball one. 1-0. And guys, the Rays, as they begin play here this afternoon, they come in scuffling a bit of late, just 2-4 over their last 6 games.
Yeah, Matty, they played a heck of a game first game of this series and then dropped the last 2, not playing really good baseball. They have to find a way to win this one today.
No doubt about it, D-Roll. If there's such a thing as a good series by winning the last one and getting a split in the 4-game set, that's exactly what they would like to do today to get some momentum going into the next series.
Again, he sends it out of play. The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
This has not been a weekend to remember for him. He's just been completely lost at the plate, flailing all over the place. Now that's his 6th strikeout of the series. They've really got him figured out.
High in the air down the right field line. And no one will track it down.
Going to be a long day if he executes like this, punching tickets right out of the gate.
Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Now here it comes. And a check swing. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. It's ball 1. The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
The main job of the number 1 and 2 hitters is to set the middle of the order up with an opportunity to do some damage. So when you strike both of them out, you're putting yourself in a pretty good position to make it through the teeth of the lineup without a whole lot of stress.
1 ball, no strikes to count. High in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball.
You're lucky if you get 1 pitch a night right down the middle. Cannot be late on that fastball.
Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Struck him out, so he makes quick work of him here. 3 straight strikes. Ji-Man Choi the next to hit, as it'll be 5, 6, and 7 due up to kick off the 2nd inning. That hits the outside corner. It's strike 1. Hit back up the middle. Throw to first will be in time, and there's 1 gone here to start the 2nd.
Batting 5th.
So the bases are empty with 1 man gone. And up next will be Willie Adames. Now a bit of a hanger, but it's laid off and called a strike. Down and away, ball 1. No score here as we play inning number 2. A ball and 2 strikes to the Rays shortstop.
When I broke into the league, not many guys were throwing that elevated fastball with that much velocity on it. The game has changed.
Now this is foul tipped right into the catcher's glove as he holds on to preserve the strikeout, and there are 2 away.
Big curveball for the strikeout there, and that came after an absolute missile of a fastball. Even if you recognize the breaking ball out of the pitcher's hand, it's so hard for hitters to sit back long enough after they've seen a really good fastball. Only the best can keep their hands back on those.
Now the pitch. And he misses with it. 1-1.
You know he wants that on the mound, especially if it would have made the count 0-2. Didn't get it though, so now you have to make another quality pitch on 1-1.
Well out in front of the breaking ball there for a strike. Fastball, and it's strike 3 called. Oh, that looked inside. And that'll bring in Franmil Reyes. Just 1 for 10 in the series coming in, so he'll look for better results here today. Here comes the first pitch. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1. One and one. Here it comes. Oh, looked like he was towing an anchor there. 1 and 2.
Woo, not a spot you'd expect a curveball. He's lucky he missed because that's the kind of pitch that gets hit out of the ballpark.
Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out. So now Carlos Santana, and we'll see if he can at least put the ball in play, something the first 4 men have been unable to do. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Popped up. Choi has a play. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. Striding in, Domingo Santana, and he's looking to get it going. Off to a bit of a slow start this year. And no swing apparently here with no score. Fouled off. The 1-1 home. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2.
His heater's got some late ride through the zone. A lot of late swings right now. You're only going to get to that pitch if you get the front foot down early.
And the throw to first will indeed get him. It's a strikeout. He's 2 for 7 in the series so far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
0-1.
Pitch on its way now to Zunino. Lays off the slider, and it's 1-1. Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call.
Sometimes it can be difficult for a pitcher. You're facing a guy that's not known to be a big stick in the lineup. Sometimes the toughest thing is to be aggressive and throw strikes.
Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. So the base is empty here with 1 away, and that means Kevin Kiermaier will hit next. Now the pitch. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1.
0-1 for count.
Fastball called for strike 2.
You rarely see a pitcher of this quality throw one right down the middle, and man, as a hitter, probably a good chance you're not going to see that pitch again.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch.
That's a ball.
Down and away. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes. So it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the third.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
Joey Wendell digs in now. Fly ball right down the line in left. Santana is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Rays go in order. Standing in, Jordan Luplow, 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. The 1-0 is swung on and missed, strike one.
I'm going to need to see a better game plan out of the hitter right here. That ball was at his eyes.
Just behind the fastball there, 2 strikes now. Inside and a hair low. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss as he starts the third the same way he ended the second, with a punch out, 1 away. Digging in the switch hitter, Brian Roquillo. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. No balls and 1 strike. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Now a swing and a miss, and things are not looking real promising here, down 0-2.
When you find yourself in an 0-2 hole against one of the best hurlers in baseball, you're basically just hoping to make contact. He's so good at putting guys away, though.
Tried to hold up there, appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. Into the windup, here comes the 2-2 pitch, and he is in complete control now. 7 strikeouts as this is swung on and missed for the second out. Coming to the plate now, Sandy Leon will attempt to put the ball in play for a change here, with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. 0-1 the count. Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now. 0-2.
This lineup is flailing right now. They're having a hard time just making contact.
And we'll have to leave it there, as this is strike 3. All set for the start of the 4th. Into the box now, Jose Martinez. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get maybe once in AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
Here comes the first pitch. Big swing, and this one's launched to right field and deep. But that'll stay in the park as it's off the wall. Around second, he's on his way to third. Meadows ignores his coach. He's chugging for home, and he's safe at the plate as they take the lead.
Now batting, number 8.
At the plate now, Brandon Lau, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Sets the target low here, and it misses. 1-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. In there at the letters, 1-2 now.
Yep, 1-2.
Outside and low that time. Now it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Got him looking with the fastball, as that had some two-seam movement to it. 2 gone. Pretty clear he didn't like the call there on the outside part of the plate, but probably too good to take, and he's down on strikes for the second time.
Yeah, that pitch was right on the black. Beautiful pitch. And even if we had robot umps, he'd still be out. But the only difference would be he wouldn't be able to complain about it.
Ji-Man Choi will stand in for a second time here as he swings and misses there. It's 0-1. The 0-1 pitch. One run, 2 hits, and no errors for Tampa Bay so far. This is skied into the air to straightaway center. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Digging in, Cesar Hernandez. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
Checks his swing here, but he does so in time. And he fouls this one off. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. Now a ball lined to the left side. Foul. Now the payoff pitch home. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Man, he is looking flat out unhittable on the mound right now. That's 5 straight punch-outs. I love it, but I think he might want to get his defense involved at some point so they don't fall asleep.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. And he checks his swing. Did he go around? Yes, says the first base umpire. Strike 2. Trying to send him packing for the second time.
The count is 1-2.
Indians still in search of their first hit of the ballgame. And he'll continue this roll he's on. Make it 6 strikeouts in a row. Gracious, 2 away. And that'll bring in the switch hitting Francisco Lindor. And that misses inside 1-0.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. Martinez is going to have room out there as he puts this away to return in order to go the Tribe. They're down 1-0. First pitch of the at-bat. Willie Adames is in for the second time now as he looks at a ball inside 1-0.
Hey, even though this guy's a righty hitter, he's going to get pounded with that 2-seamer. He needs to make sure he catches this thing out front if he sees that pitch again.
Now a bouncing ball for the shortstop Lindor. Throw not in time as he's able to leg it out. And as I thought might be the case based on how close that play was, they're requesting a chance to review the replay and decide whether or not to challenge the safe call.
Yeah, I wasn't so sure about him being safe either, but here's another shot of it right here.
So here's the signal from the bench, and they will indeed ask for that play to be reviewed. So the umpires will get on the horn with the replay operations center in Manhattan and attempt to get a definitive answer on this play.
Okay, we're going to get one more look at it right here. Is there enough video evidence to overturn this call? You know,
Okay, umpires look ready, and off comes the headset, and he's out. So the original call is overturned, and it ends up being a well-used challenge there.
Upon video review, the call of safe at first base has been overturned, and the batter ruled out.
And that will bring in Yandy Diaz. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And a fastball's in there for strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Pitch on the way. 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes the count.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Luplow is over to his right as he puts this one away. 2 down.
The batter.
Into the box now, Mike Zunino. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Pitch on its way now to Zunino.
Ball 1.
1 run, 2 hits, and no errors for Tampa Bay so far. On the ground to the right side. Gloved by Santana, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning. Welcome back to Progressive Field in Cleveland as we send it down to Heidi Watney.
Matt, I talked with manager Terry Francona during the break about his thoughts on the Indians' hitters to this point. And he was pretty blunt in saying they're just not having very good at-bats. They haven't had a single guy on base yet, so it's starting to feel a little desperate down here. But he said they've unfortunately just been faced with some really great pitching today. The key going forward is to find any way they can to get him out of his rhythm on the mound. Now, that may be a tall task, but they feel the little adjustments could lead to things turning around for them.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Ground ball right side. A dive, and he knocks it down. And he'll make it to first easily on what will almost certainly be ruled an infield single.
Hey, listen, D-Roll, they're not going to complain at all. A base hit is a base hit, even though that's an infield single. And hopefully that's a good sign that things are about to turn for them in this one.
Yeah, there hasn't been a fight at the bat rack, per se, Dan, in this one. I don't care what knock. I don't care if it's a swinging bunt or a home run into the streets. This could get the offense going.
First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
In today's game, with velocity and exploding breaking stuff, you have to find a way to control the strike zone as a unit. They haven't been able to do that today, swinging at way too many pitches outside the zone.
Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ballgame. One man out now in the Cleveland fifth. And that'll bring Domingo Santana into the batter's box next. Here comes the first pitch. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball one. Got him out on his front foot there as it swung on and missed for strike one.
That's exactly the pitch you don't want to be chasing in these situations. He's going to keep that ball down below the hollow of the knee, try and get you to ground into a double play. You have to set your sights at least belt high.
And he is safe at second base as the decision to move up pays off, and that'll likely be scored a wild pitch.
Well, I know what he was thinking there. The pitch before was way out of the zone, and he was hacking. So the pitcher says, hey, if he's going to swing at that, how about this? Solid strategy, except this time it didn't work out, and it's a wild pitch.
3-1 to him now. Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Swung on and missed 3-2. Hit on the ground to third. He's right there, and that's the second out. So striding in, Jordan Luplow, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball one.
Looked like he just tried to do too much with that fastball right there. He overthrew it a little bit. That's pretty much the case when you airmail a fastball like that.
Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1.
With the way this guy's throwing on the mound, you cannot be chasing. You have to set your sights a little bit lower and control the strike zone.
2 balls and a strike to count. The set and the 2-1. Had a good cut there, but he can't time the breaking ball. That evens us at 2-2. And he's got another one here. 12 punch-outs now in the ball game, and that'll end. Standing in, Kevin Kiermaier. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. There's a well-hit ball out to right center field. Legs churning. He's headed for second, but that'll be off the wall in right center. And he is into second base with a leadoff double.
Managers these days like to think of that 9-hole hitter as the second leadoff man, and he plays the role pretty well right here. Gets the leadoff double, and now he gives the real leadoff man a chance to bring him home.
And that'll bring up Joey Wendell as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball one. 0 for 2 for him to this point. On the ground for Hernandez at second base, and that's out number 1. Striding into the box, Jose Martinez, 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far. First delivery to him on the way. One out and a runner on third. Goodness, 0-2 now.
You see that swing right there? You know what that tells me, boys? That this pitcher is doing his job right here, but also the offense is obviously not picking anything up today.
Here's the 0-2. This is knocked down on the mound. Thankfully, he's able to recover, and he gets the second out at first.
Up next for Tampa
At the plate, Austin Meadows, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch.
0-1.
Rolled slowly down the first baseline, but this will get foul for strike 2. The 0-2 got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Rays strand just the 1, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Ready for another chance? Brian Roquillo will start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. 1 hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
Inside, as he might be trying to set him up here 1-2.
Hey, that 0-2 fastball wasn't even close, but on hit right now, I'm still sitting on that heater.
A swing and a miss on a ball way out of the zone, and there's 1 away. Stepping in, Sandy Leon. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Now a check swing, but it's strike 1 anyway, says the home plate umpire.
Hey, it's not always about filling up the strike zone all the time every inning. He's pitching well as we're moving into the middle innings, but interestingly, less than 50% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
A 1-2 count to the Indians catcher.
This pitcher's bringing it with some high velo. You better get that front foot down early and get ready, or he's going to throw it right by you.
And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now, 3-2.
You could pretty much book it that a fastball's coming. A challenge fastball right here. He cannot allow the 9-hole hitter to get on base with the top of the order looming.
So he racks up the swinging strikeout on the breaking ball. Sandy Leon becomes out number 2 this inning. Fastball here too low, and it's 1-0. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Out in front there as this one's pulled off to the left side. A 1-1.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
And he's got another one. 15 strikeouts in the ball game, and next to bat will be the Tampa Bay cleanup hitter, Brandon Lau. He'll start the 7th, and Dan, as a former pitcher yourself, you must be enjoying this. Lots of good pitching and defense today.
Oh, that's one of the keys. We're seeing a lot of strikes. We're seeing a lot of swings. We're seeing some great plays on defense. This has been a snappy one up to this point.
The first baseman.
Now at the plate, Ji-Man Choi. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. First delivery to him on the way. And there's a line drive base hit to left field. And this one will bounce into the wall. And he'll reach second now with one away.
When you're leading by 1 run, you want to do everything you can to add to the lead and give your bullpen a little breathing room. It makes a big difference, so double here goes a long way towards making that a real possibility.
And a good slider here to start the at-bat, but it's ruled a ball, 1-0. Runner at second here with 1 man out. The 1-0 home. There's a ball into right center field. That's going to be a base hit. And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only 1 away.
Third base.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Looked like the guy on second had to respect it and freeze a little bit.
They had to freeze there for a second to make sure that line drive gets down, but eventually does get to third base.
And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1. From the belt, kicks and deals.
Well, that's down.
And there's ball 1. And he lays off for a ball, 2-1.
A time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
The 2-1 home. Takes a pitch for strike number 2. With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout or you're still looking for the double play ball?
Pretty good spot to be in as a pitcher right now. You can go for the punch out or try to deuce the ground ball to get a double play.
And here's a swing and a miss. And that, folks, is a big out number 2.
He showed right there why having a good changeup is so valuable. 2-2, and he flips one up there that the bottom really falls out at the last minute. It's so hard to pick up, and it's even harder to make good contact with.
Here now is Mike Zunino, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ball game so far. That evens it up, 1-1. A 1-2 count to the Rays catcher.
Trying to do way too much up there for what I can tell. He knows that's a big run standing there at third, but that swing was way out of control. You still have to stay within yourself and look for your pitch.
And that misses 2-2. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ballgame, and that one ends the inning. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. More to come on the Show Sunday Baseball. Now at the plate, Oscar Mercado. He'll match up with Blake Snell now to lead off the inning.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
That command may be starting to drift a bit. It's 2-0 now.
A couple of strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at-bat, trying to get ahead and put himself in a good hitter's count.
2-1 now. Swing and a miss at a ball tailing out of the zone. 2-2.
Wow, that's 4 straight Ks. He's knocking them down. He's looking for number 5 right here. You can tell this guy on the mound, he is pitching with a whole lot of confidence in this one.
So he punches him out looking at the fastball. Oscar Mercado is retired for the first out in the bottom half of the 7th inning. Hit hard. The windup and the 0-1. Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike.
Well, that backdoor breaking ball just missed right there. It's a very effective pitch. If you can hit the outside corner of that pitch, it's unhittable.
Meadows is over near the line now as he makes the catch for the second out of the inning.
Up next for Cleveland, the designated hitter.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Franmil Reyes. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1. Chased a bad one there. 1-1.
Even though we're late into this ball game, this guy's velo is still top notch. This guy's a horse.
2-1. Popped up. Diaz waits on it, and that ends the inning. Ready to begin the 8th. So here's Kevin Kiermaier. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Nick Wittgren has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 62, Nick Wittgren.
He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Ball, down.
The 1-0. It's the outside corner, strike 1. And it's a ball and 2 strikes to Kiermaier now.
That's the exact spot to lean on as a reliever. As a hitter, you just have to tip your cap and look for the next one.
Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning. And there are the final numbers for the Indians starter. It was a really nice day on the mound for him.
One of the big keys to having a good pitching performance is not being afraid to throw the ball into the strike zone. And this guy certainly wasn't in this one. Didn't allow a walk all game long.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches. And when he's getting the ball in the zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Now back, left field.
Digging in now, Jose Martinez. He was a ground out victim last time up. And this pitch is right down the middle, strike 1.
Early to take the first pitch because that thing was right down the middle.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Hey, not normally a good plan to throw 3 consecutive sliders in a row. This guy's slider is so good, I think he might throw it again.
In the air now, out to right field. Luplow is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Down in order go the Rays. Bottom of the inning now. Striding in for the Indians, Carlos Santana. No hits for him to this point, not unlike many of his fellow teammates. No balls and 1 strike. Got him to go after that one, and he's in a quick hole, 0-2.
Man, this dude is locked in on the mound. He's throwing each pitch with confidence.
And another one. Strikeout number 17 in the ball game as he keeps racking them up. Digging in, Domingo Santana. Third trip to the plate for him here. He struck out and grounded out in his first 2 tries. 0-1 the count. Grounded weakly toward third. Throw gets him, 2 down. Now in the box, Jordan Luplow. And then it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. And a breaking ball runs in and gets him, and I doubt there was any intent behind that.
Wow, you never want the tying run on base, especially that way. Looked like he lost his release point, and the ball ran inside until it caught him. Now we'll see if he can work around it.
Jose Ramirez will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 11, Ramirez.
Fouled away. Ramirez is unlike many of today's hitters in the sense that he doesn't have a lot of swing and miss in his approach at the plate. More often than not, he gets contact, and I'm sure that makes him a frustrating hitter to face from a pitcher's standpoint.
You know, he takes his chances when he has count leverage. Without question, 1-0, 2-0, you'll see this guy try and get nasty a little bit, but he stays within himself, he knows what his strengths are, and he tries to drive the ball right back where it came from.
Heading out towards shallow right. And Meadows makes the catch for route number 3. Indians. Jose Ramirez remains in the game playing third after entering the game as a pinch hitter in the previous half inning. Outfield shaded toward right center. Here's the first pitch. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike.
Hey, a changeup can be a pretty good pitch on the first pitch. Kind of slow down a good fastball hitter.
Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now. And a swing and a miss. Good pitch there for the first out here in the 9th.
Boy, that's the best pitch in baseball right there with 2 strikes. That elevated fastball. Every hitter thinks that, hey, they can do something with that, but most of the time you get the result that you saw right there. A big swing and a miss and another strikeout.
First pitch of the at-bat. In there, strike 1.
Well, they've really had an answer for keeping him in check in this series. He's offered very little resistance with the bat in his hand so far.
A ball and a strike. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Gone!
The bullpen is going to have to take care of business in the bottom half of this inning. But they're going to be able to throw a lot freer that they've got that extra run to play with. Insurance runs are always huge.
And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Now to the plate, Willie Adames. He singled his last time up. First pitch is a slider called for a strike. High in the air, carrying well out to deep center. A ball that's carrying. Leaps high at the wall as he makes the catch. And he took away extra bases right there. They don't come much better than this. Full extension out in center to pull this one in. We're back with more on a Sunday afternoon following this. Oliver Drake comes on looking for a save here in the bottom of the 9th inning. So digging in now, Sandy Leon. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Tyler Naquin will be summoned to pinch hit here to start the bottom of the ninth. And remember, they need 2 to tie, 3 to win, so he's got his work cut out for him here. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. And the move to the pinch hitter will not pan out as that's taken in for the first out.
The batter, number 7, second baseman, Cesar Hernandez.
At the plate, Cesar Hernandez. As he'll get caught chasing a bad one there at strike 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Swung on in the dirt for the 3rd strike. And he makes the throw to first. Hernandez is retired, 2 down now. At the plate, Oscar Mercado. And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the 9th. First pitch on its way. And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. Last strike now for Cleveland. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over. A 2-0 finish today. The Tampa Bay Rays took the lead in the 4th and held on until the end.
Hello there, baseball fans. Let's recap what went down around the league on Monday. Starting in the AL East, the Twins allowed only 5 hits as a staff as they beat the Blue Jays in Toronto 8-1. The Chi Sox pitched well, allowing only 3 hits as they beat the Royals in Kauffman Stadium 1-0. The Rays knocked out 12 hits as a team as they got the home victory against the Astros 3-2. The Boston Red Sox totaled 11 hits as they defeated the A's in Oakland 5-2. The Nationals pounded out 17 hits in this one as they sank the Mariners 9-0. The New York Yankees grabbed the win over the Rangers in Arlington 4-2. The Braves got 18 hits as they took care of the Mets at Citi Field 10-6. JT Realmuto had an outstanding day, driving in 5 on 3 hits, leading Philadelphia to the victory over the Brewers 7-4. And that's what's going on around baseball heading into today's action. Join us again tomorrow for more updates from around Major League Baseball.
We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Tonight, an intriguing matchup between the Detroit Tigers and the Cleveland Indians. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. Carlos Carrasco is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for Cleveland. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, Matt, Carlos Carrasco, power arm, big-time slider, great velocity, 94 to 96 miles an hour, but the powerhouse slider is his signature pitch. Has a changeup, but if he has that good slider, he could be really, really tough to hit.
Stepping in, Victor Reyes, and we are set for baseball here this evening.
Victor Reyes.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. First of 3 here on this Tuesday night as the game's first offering is taken for strike 1. He pulls this one into right, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So here in the first inning, the leadoff man's aboard to kick things off.
You'll only see about 10 of these pitches a year. The changeup on a tee in the middle of the plate, but tip your hat to the batter right there. He did not come unglued, stayed within himself, and drove it for a base hit.
Here's the first pitch to him. Harold Castro is at the plate now as he looks at strike 1. So let's take a peek at the officiating crew in this one. Behind the plate is Kenny Jansen.
Hey, the book on Kenny Jansen, D-Road, not a very big zone, but he will give you that low pitch below the knees.
Yeah, and he's consistent. You're okay with that as an offensive player. He wants to give that pitch below the knees. If this pitcher can execute consistently, you better make the adjustment.
And he wastes a fastball high there, 1-2. Now this is hit not all that hard out to second. Scooped up, and the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
Batting third, the first baseman.
First baseman Miguel Cabrera stands in. Back on Sunday, he picked up a hit in 5 trips to the plate. From the belt, kicks and deals. Ball 1. One 1-0 pitch on the way.
2-0.
That's a pretty tough spot for him to deal with in the first inning. Runner in scoring position already, and now he's got the 3-hitter salivating in a good hitter's count.
2-0 pitch on the way. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Santana will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the second out of the inning. Here's Jonathan Scope now. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Has a look, now the pitch. High in the air out to center field. Mercado will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. So they get a man to second here in the opening half inning, but fail to capitalize. It's the Tigers 0. Tribe coming to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball on the Show. Matthew Boyd gets the call for game 1 of the series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, this guy's a fun guy to watch pitch. Not necessarily an overpowering guy. Has an ERA in the low 3s. But one thing he knows how to do, he knows how to pitch, and he knows how to minimize damage. If you're going to have an ERA in the low 3s in this day and age, you're doing a lot of things right, and this guy should be fun to watch in this one.
At the plate, Jose Ramirez. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1. So, guys, these Tigers, as they begin play here tonight, fair to say they're not playing their best baseball right now. Losers of 5 of their last 6.
Yeah, Matty, these are one of those road trips where you feel like you're actually playing at home. No offense to the home crowd, but they're going to travel well. Not difficult for the fans to get in their car, hit a highway, pick up 2 tickets, grab a hot dog, and watch somebody go deep.
And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
From 0-2 to 3-2, what a great at-bat to start this inning off. Hey, this could be a productive inning.
Hit in the air to center field. Long run for the center fielder. He's not going to get to it, so the leadoff guy's aboard with a base hit.
Batting second. The second baseman, Cesar Hernandez.
In now, Cesar Hernandez. Yes, he'll take a look at ball 1. Here's a look over to first. Runner's back. One and 0 pitch on the way. This one is fouled away up to the concourse area. The 1-1 is in off the plate. The 2-1 pitch is a fastball swung on and missed. 2-2.
You know, on a cold night like this, I think you're going to see him continue to elevate pitches and let these guys just fly out to the warning track.
Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out. In now, Francisco Lindor. First chance for him here with a runner at first and 1 gone. Pitch out, nothing doing. The 1-0 home. Finds the zone, strike 1. He broke out the slide step there, Danny.
Yeah, he's clearly thinking about the steal right here. Didn't happen, but the cat-mouse game continues on.
Indian shortstop behind 1 and 2 in the count. A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the second out. Next will be the designated hitter, Franmil Reyes. And for him, you have to think a turnaround is coming. Clearly not going his way of late. In on the hands of it with the fastball. It's 1-0. Mercado much too tardy on the fastball. 1-1.
If the offense didn't already know, man on the mound's got his A-game fastball working today.
And this one's in the dirt. Runner holds as the count moves to 2-1. Well, he just threw that fastball by him.
Threw that fastball right by him. He had no chance to get the barrel of that one.
Yanked on the ground down the line. A dive, and oh, he can't hang on. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him.
Batting fifth, the first baseman, Carlos Santana.
So now Carlos Santana. Well, the shortstop's got him played perfectly as he takes this in for the third out. Up next steps Kristen Stewart, as it'll be 5, 6, and 7 due up to kick off the second inning. First pitch coming. Here it is. The 1-0 home. Hit out towards second. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
Batting fifth, the shortstop, Nico Goodrum.
Next for the Tigers, Nico Goodrum. Previous battles with Carlos Carrasco, he's got 3 base hits in 17 at-bats. He's also hit a couple of home runs against him. Pulled toward right center field. Mercado, well, range to his left and put it away. 2 down.
Batting seventh,
The next batter, Jeimer Candelario. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. First delivery to him on the way. High in the air out to center field. Mercado is there, and it's a very quick inning as the side is retired. Takes just 4 pitches to retire the Tigers. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Settling in now, Oscar Mercado, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
the center fielder, Oscar.
The pitch.
Mercado.
A ball and no strikes. And they won't get him to chase the curveball in the dirt that time, and it's 2-0 now.
Well, we all know he's not the greatest threat with the bat up there. His numbers certainly aren't that pretty, but hey, I give him credit. He's really working the count right here.
Got his 2-0 fastball, but he was way behind. 2-1.
I know that fastball registered at about 92, 93, but I guarantee you it looked about 4 to 5 miles an hour faster than that for this offensive player. After coming off a curveball, the old push the throttle and pull it is being used.
A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Popped him up. Grenier is there. He's got it 1 away. Set to get his evening at the plate started, Domingo Santana. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year. Looking to get things turned around in a hurry. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Now the 1-0. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike. Bottom of the second here with no score. And he lays off the pitch down and away. Ball 2.
Count is 2-1.
And it's fouled away. And he lays off, so it's full now, 3-2. Jordan Luplow, the number 8 hitter here, waits on deck. Hit hard to the right. Foul. 7th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2. Set to get his evening at the plate started, Jordan Luplow. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year. Looking to get things turned around in a hurry. Strike swinging, chased a high one there.
I'm going to need to see a better game plan out of the hitter right here. That ball was at his eyes.
And here's a pitch high and tight for a ball, 1-1. And that misses, 2-1.
What we're seeing here is a guy getting pitched to very carefully. It doesn't matter that there's 2 outs and nobody on. He's a threat to score even when he's standing in the batter's box.
Oh, and I'm not sure I've seen a swing that bad even in a video game. It's 2-2 now. And that one never threatened the zone. It's gone full now to 3-2. Fouled off. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. At the plate, Travis Demeritte, as we are all set to begin the 3rd inning in this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Rolled slowly down the 3rd baseline. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the 3rd. Now at the plate, Grayson Grenier. He's set. Here it comes. First pitch is a slider down low. It's 1-0. Bottom part of the zone, and the slider is in there for a called strike.
Boy, this guy's got it going on right now. He's executing everything. He should feel pretty good. He's retired 7 in a row.
The 1-1 home. Swinging a soft liner. And quickly there are 2 away.
Now back, the center fielder, Victor Reyes.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Victor Reyes. He reached on a single in his first try.
Yeah, guys, still the only hit in this game so far. They've been pretty well shut down. Guys on the mound have really much controlled the whole outcome up until this point.
Swing and a liner. And now this will get over the wall down the line out there for a ground rule double.
Hey, there's a hard hit ball that was going to be down for extra bases. The ball had some spring on it, and it bounced over the wall, and the ground rule double puts him on second base without having to leg it out.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Comes set, the 0-1. Lifted into center field. Mercado will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. Stepping into the box, Roberto Perez. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. And he lays off for ball one. To short, hit hard. Throw pulls the first baseman off the bag.
Man, there's just no excuse for a middle infielder to make a play like that, especially your shortstop. Looked like a routine play, but for some reason, he just pulled the first baseman off the bag. It happens, but you never want to give a team extra outs.
And they start him out with a slider. Good spot, but he doesn't get the call. 1-0. Oh, and not a swing for the bubblegum card there. It's 1-1. One and two now as that one's fouled off. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way.
This is a fun guy to watch when he's up there. Really battles. Doesn't take any pitches off. He's a grinder. Always seems to make it difficult on the opposing pitcher.
He did well to get a piece that time, and it'll stay 2-2. Has a look. Now the pitch. Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball.
You can certainly tell at bats like this one frustrate the heck out of a pitcher, but you got to find a way to stay composed and execute your plan.
Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field.
Dan, how frustrating that must be. 8-pitch at bat, and he's able to work a base hit.
Dero, he threw everything but the kitchen sink at him. He threw off-speed pitches, fastballs, and on the 8th pitch, left one out over the plate. Just enough for a base hit.
1 ball, no strikes the count. Now the 1-0. Count even now at 1-1. Perez on second. Ramirez at first with no outs. And that fastball's too much for him there. 1-2.
You chase a pitch that bad outside the zone, you got to find a way to regroup, adjust the batting gloves. Only look over the heart of those 17 inches.
Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now. And this is swung on and missed. 5 quick strikeouts now, and that's your first out of the inning. So here's Francisco Lindor now, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one, and we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
0-1, here it comes. Swing and a miss. That one tied him up.
Man, as a pitcher, you have to love pitching 0-2. Multiple ways, up, down, in and out, throw the breaking ball. A lot of different ways to get guys out.
Good arm action there, but this one misses, and it's a ball and 2 strikes.
As a hitter, you got to be staunch in your game plan. You know he has a nasty changeup, and you got to fight to make sure it's in the zone. That's a great take right there.
Oh, double play ball to second. 4, 3, apparently, as he decides not to go after the double play that could have gotten him out of the inning.
The designated hitter.
Standing in now with runners in scoring position, Franmil Reyes. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. And here's a called strike at the knees. Don't think he liked that one too much, but it's 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. A ball and 2 strikes.
Hey, they tried to tie him up on that last pitch, so I like that they went away with this one. The execution didn't work, but I like the idea behind it.
Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. Two and two. Here it is. And he's down on strikes, so they get 2 men into scoring position, but that's as far as they'll get as the side. New inning set to get underway. Standing in, Miguel Cabrera. He flew out in his last at-bat.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get him in, but that hasn't been the case.
First 2 pitches off the mark here. It's 2-0.
If you've been paying attention, the guy on the mound does not want to come inside. If I'm at the plate, I'm leaning out over.
Chopped toward the second baseman. Reined in. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th.
Good pitch right there to run the two-seamer in on his hands and bunch him up. And an easy ground ball as a result.
So 1 gone, and here's the second baseman, Jonathan Schoop. First pitch of the at-bat.
0-1's the count.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Lifts it into the air to shallow center. Center fielder coming on. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning. So with the fly out there coming on the fastball, seems like an appropriate time to check out our pitch speed comparison for these two starters. And both of these guys working in pretty much the same realm. Just a 1 mile an hour differential from 94 down to 93 as the top speeds. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. Hard hit ball to short. And that finds its way through for a base hit.
Hey, after that hit right there, Dero, that extends his hitting streak to 6 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. 6 days in a row with knocks will help you sleep better at night, Dan.
So now to the plate, Nico Goodrum. And there's a base hit on the line.
Hey, after back-to-back 2-out hits right now, this pitcher thought he was going to cruise through this inning, and now he's got traffic, and he's in jeopardy with a ball in the gap or a ball missed over the heart of the plate, a crooked number going on the board.
Into the box, Jeimer Candelario. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. And that's in there for his strike 1-1. Candelario, originally from New York State, he's a 5-year vet at the major league level. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. One and 2 count. Here's the pitch. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Right fielder giving chase. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side.
Leading off for the Indians,
First offering on its way.
the first baseman, Carlos.
Got him to go up the ladder there for strike 1. In there, and he's in control 0-2 now.
He dropped that curveball in for a strike right there, but don't kid yourself, that's a dangerous pitch. He needs to start thinking about maybe working that back door, or that could get some serious damage done to it.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. The 1-2. This is popped up. Goodrum calls for it. He's got it 1 away.
The center fielder, number 35.
In now for Cleveland, Oscar Mercado 0 for 1 after a pop-out in foul territory his first time through.
Yeah, Matt, he's got to make an adjustment right here. His swing definitely broke down, dropped his back shoulder, and thus the result was a terrible pop-up foul.
Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1.
1-1.
Oh, he pulls the string on the circle change. 1-2. Now the pitch.
Ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. The 3-2 pitch. Locks him up for strike 3.
Boy, this guy has really good stuff so far in this one. How about 7 Ks, and we're just in the middle innings of this one. If he continues this up, this could be a real solid performance.
In there for strike 1, 0-1.
Hey, this isn't exactly the way you'd like to draw it up. Not throwing a lot of first pitch strikes, but the bottom line is he's getting outs.
And it's 1-1. 2 out, nobody on. Popped him up. Grenier is under it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. On to the top of inning number 5. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Tigers manager Ron Gardenhire during the break about the team's offensive performance so far. And one thing he stressed to me is the need for them to have more competitive at-bats the rest of the game. He thinks they need to slow the game down a little bit when they get into the box. Top to bottom, they're hitting into way too many outs early in the count and not letting the at-bats develop. He's all for picking on a good pitch to hit when it comes, but they need to make sure they're doing more damage on the swings that they're taking.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. So stepping in, Grayson Grenier. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. And he takes ball 1.
It's no wonder this guy's pitch count is so low. If they keep swinging on the first pitch, he's got a real chance to go deep into this one.
Changeup stays outside, and he's behind 2-0.
Hate to do it, but I've got to question the pitch calling right there. With a guy like this at the plate, you got to attack him with your fastball instead of pitching him like he's a middle-of-the-order power guy.
Three and 0 now.
If I'm in the box right now, I'm coming unglued. He is going to throw something over the heart of the plate.
And he'll just make him throw one over here. 3-1.
Now that's a really curious pitch selection. 3-0 and turned to the slider. You have to wonder if maybe he's lost the feel for his fastball.
The 3-1 finds the zone to fill the count. 3-2.
Fell behind early in this one, 3-0, and has battled back with 2 quality strikes. Interested to see if he catches a big part of the plate right here or tries to get a nibble.
Now the pitch. And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order. Ready for another shot now. Victor Reyes. He doubled earlier and carries a 2-for-2 line into this appearance. Hard on the ground towards short. And that gets through for a 1-out base hit.
First game of the new series, and he's already sitting on 3 knocks right now. The pitching staff might have to make an adjustment going forward.
Into the box now, Harold Castro, as he hits one on a line to left field. And that's in there, base hit. And they'll quickly get it in here to hold that runner at third base.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Looked like the guy on second had to respect it and freeze a little bit.
They had to freeze there for a second to make sure that line drive gets down, but eventually does get to third base.
And that'll bring up the veteran Miguel Cabrera as he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. No hits to this point. The 1-0 pitch. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Nowhere to put anybody. 2-0 count, not a good spot to be in as a pitcher.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
Not a good spot to be in right now. Pitcher's falling behind in the count with a guy up that hits really well with runners in scoring position.
The 3-0. And that misses. Ball 4. A run will come in to score. Ready once again, Jonathan Scope. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Here comes the first pitch. A ball and no strikes.
He's already walked 2 in this inning already. This guy just can't seem to find the strike zone.
Grounded back up the middle. A step on the bag for 1. Go to Santana, the double play, and that's how the side is retired. Tigers get just the 1. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, I talked with manager Terry Francona during the break about his thoughts on the Indians' hitters to this point. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. No, they have not scored yet, but they have been successful in running up the pitch count, something they feel will eventually pay dividends on the scoreboard as the starter gets tired and they are forced to go to the bullpen. For now, they're sticking to the plan.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up ball 2. Two and 2.
2 and 2.
And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game. Stepping up now, Roberto Perez. He comes in 0 for 1 on the day thus far after reaching on an error his first time up. And that changeup makes him jump, a swing and a miss.
Great execution of that changeup right there. Great arm action. Batter was totally out front on that one.
And this one misses to the Cleveland backstop. It's even at a ball and a strike. And he's behind now as he missed badly on that swing. 1 and 2.
I know we want to focus on the offense and how bad they've been so far, but can we give some love to the pitcher? He has had these guys in the rocking chair all day.
Just a bit low. Tough call, but it's 2-2. And he held up in time, but it's strike 3 called, and there are 2 down.
You know, I'm not quite sure how that strikeout will be scored, looking or swinging. He tried to check his swing, but I'm pretty sure the home plate umpire was ringing him up regardless.
First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1.
In today's game, with velocity and exploding breaking stuff, you have to find a way to control the strike zone as a unit. They haven't been able to do that today, swinging at way too many pitches outside the zone.
Good waste pitch, 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes, count.
And he will strike him out. 10 now in the ball game. Digging in once again, Kristen Stewart. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Line towards center field. Mercado has to roam straight back, but he has it for the first out.
Now batting.
Digging in and looking for more, Nico Goodrum. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
One of the things this guy would like to do from the left side is swing it a little bit better against right-handed pitching. This guy has decent numbers, but not great numbers against right-handed pitchers.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And that'll get down out there near the wall. And he'll pull into second with 1 away.
Their own pitcher is absolutely dealing right now, so this is a big moment in this game. If his teammates can pick him up and drive him in now, that might be all they need to get the W here.
The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Looking at his lifetime numbers, Candelario is slugging a little under the 400 mark, so the chances of his connecting with the ball right here aren't particularly good. 2-0 now. From the belt, kicks and deals. Good pitch there, had him a little out in front.
88 on a changeup? I remember when an 88-mile-an-hour fastball wasn't all that bad. Man, the game's changing.
And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2. 1 run, 7 hits, 1 error for the Tigers thus far. And that misses ball 4. So with 1 out, that'll at least set up the double play possibility here that could get them out of the inning. Next up for Detroit, Travis Demeritte. 0 for 2 for him to this point. And a first pitch slider is right there for strike 1.
That's a pitch he'd like to have back. You're not going to see very many pitches like that from a pitcher of this quality. I'm sure he'd like to have that one back to take a swing at it.
Looking for the K. Here's the pitch. Takes this the other way to right, but he'll barely have to move out there in right as he hauls this one in for the second out. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now.
Up next for the Tigers.
Stepping in, Grayson Grenier. 0 for 1 with a run scored thus far. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. Now a swing and a miss at a slider for a strike. Well, it's been a good outing so far, but he hasn't really racked up the strikeout totals that you might think, Dan.
Yeah, it amazes me how every game you pitch can be so different, Matt. Sometimes it feels like guys can't touch you and you're just punching everyone out. But other times, you don't have your good stuff and you really rely on movement and location to get outs. That's been the case for him today, and it's really working.
Here's the 1-1. Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call.
has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
Ready with the 2-1. Hit in the air to straightaway center. Long run for the center fielder. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Tigers strand a pair. Digging in, Cesar. Hernandez. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
Some action now in the Tigers bullpen as they'll get a left-hander and a right-hander up to throw. The 1-1 home is swung on and missed, and that's strike two.
This lineup is flailing right now. They're having a hard time just making contact, let alone putting the ball in play.
And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2. Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. The next 3-2. Freezes him. A strikeout looking.
It's been a rough night at the yard for him. That's 3 times he's gone down on strikes in this one. So they've really figured out how to attack this guy.
Lays off 1-0.
The guy in the mound is having one heck of a night, but the downside of that, if you're going to strike out a lot of guys, your pitch count is going to be high. So this gives the offense some kind of hope as this game's getting down to the end.
Too tight with that one. 3-0.
I'd be shocked if this wasn't a 4-pitch walk right here. He doesn't want to mess around and leave something over the heart of the plate and get beat in this situation.
And a fastball misses there. Ball 4.
Well, these guys have had a hard time making contact all game long, racking up a bunch of Ks, so that's their first walk of the game. We'll see if that gets them going a bit.
Now here comes Ron Gardenhire up out of the dugout, and we're going to see a pitching change as that's going to do it for his starter here tonight. So he'll depart with the lead and a chance to be the winner, but he is responsible for the tying run at first. Off-speed pitch just missed inside. And he looks at one in there, 1-2. Working for the punch out and the offering. And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there, 2 away.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Carlos Santana stands in for the 3rd time now as he takes a look at a ball. It's 1-0. Lifted the other way to left center. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Victor Reyes. He's got 3 hits, including a double to this point. First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. And now a pitch on the way. Changed up on him as this is grounded to second. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
Now batting, designated hitter.
Stepping into the box, Harold Castro. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat. Liner toward right center. And a knock for him this time. He's 2 for 4 for the game.
Hey, sometimes you just got to tip your cap right there. You execute a nice pitch down in the zone, think you're going to get a ground ball or a swing and a miss, and you find yourself with a man on first. Got to regroup.
Here comes the Indians manager to make that slow trip to the mound. And it looks as though that's going to be all for his starter here tonight. Adam Simber enters to make an appearance on the mound as he inherits a runner at first with 1 out in the inning. At the plate now, Miguel Cabrera. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And they still manage to get an out on the play. Whoa.
The batter, number 8.
So that'll bring up Jonathan Scope. It's been a rough go of things at the plate for him so far, but his guys are looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the boys in a tight game, Matt, especially when you're kind of due to do something productive.
The 1-0.
2-0.
No reason to give in to him here with a base open. Putting him on base just gives your defense more ways to help get you out of this.
3-0 now.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
He's set. The 3-0 offering. And the sinker runs too low here as he loses him. It's ball 4.
The batter.
Stepping up to the plate, Kristen Stewart. 2 outs and 2 runners aboard here in the 7th inning. Trying to keep the deficit right where it is. The pitch. Sent on the ground out to second. Throw on to first, and the Tigers wind up with nothing as the inning. Striding in once again, Oscar Mercado. He's popped out and struck out in his first 2 plate appearances.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
Lays off the slider, and it's 1-1. Into the corner and slicing foul. The 1-2. Gets him looking up around the letters.
Nice job there taking care of the leadoff hitter via the strikeout. I'll tell you, in a 1-run game, especially this late, getting that first guy in the inning is so important. It changes the whole complexion of the inning, so that was a big out.
And that gets down and ought to be good for extra bases. And there's your tying run at second base with a 1-out double. Finally, a little something for them to get excited about.
Yeah, a rally can begin with the single swing of the bat, and this might be their chance right here. They've struggled to produce a lot of runs, but there he is at second base. A shot to the outfield scores him. Then who knows what kind of roll they can get on. Got to take it one good at-bat at a time.
Tyler Naquin will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot. And that misses 1-1. In his career, Naquin hits a little over the 270 mark. In for a strike, and he jumps ahead 1-2 now. Naquin is a very well-regarded defensive outfielder. It used to be that fielders were evaluated mostly by the eyeball test and simple stats like fielding percentage, but of course these days there are many more advanced ways that help determine a guy's work in the field, and in his case, he shines in many ways. So striding in, Roberto Perez, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. No balls and 1 strike. No runs, 4 hits. No errors to this point for the Indians. And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2.
Hey, with first base open, pitcher's definitely going to nibble and try and see if the hitter expands his zone.
A 1-2 count to the Indians catcher.
If I'm in the box, you take a step out right here. Take a deep breath after that high fastball. You got to be leery of him burying something in the dirt.
In the dirt here, the throw will go to third, and he nails him at third. Great throw. Tyler Naquin stays in the game after pinch hitting, and he'll be patrolling right field.
Now playing right.
Trying to pick things up where we left off, Nico Goodrum. He'll start things out for us here in inning number 8. 1-0 the count. Now the pitch. Bounce to first. Santana's got it, and he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
Up next for the Tigers,
Digging in to try it again, Jeimer Candelario. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. First delivery to him on the way. 1 out, nobody on. Looked like the sinker there dipped a little below the knees. The 1-1. And now a slider in there for a called 3rd strike, and there are 2 gone now. So striding forward now, Travis Demeritte hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out.
Yeah, he hit it hard. That's all you can ask. You can't control the result sometimes, Matty. Just unlucky with the placement.
Breaking ball below the zone. That's ball 1. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1.
Big sweeping breaking ball right there. Good pitch. But if he wants to get him to swing at it, he'll have to bring it in a little bit closer to the strike zone.
To 2-2 now.
You have to find a way to lay off that low sinker. There is just no way to do any damage. You're just looking at either a bruised shin or a ground out to the left side.
Waved at and missed for the 3rd out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one. Joe Jimenez is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 77.
Now batting, Roberto Perez. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest. And this is taken outside for ball 1. There's a breaking ball that couldn't quite catch the inside. Got his 2-0 fastball, but he was way behind. 2-1. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Swing and a miss, strike 2.
This hitter right now looks overmatched with a fastball. I think you go right back to it.
Here now the 2-2. Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. Swung on and missed. He didn't even come close to contact on a ball way out of the zone. 1 out. So the lineup flips over and digging in, Jose Ramirez. As the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. Here's the 0-1. Hit down the third baseline, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Here is a ground ball now for the shortstop to the right of second. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
The batter, number 7.
Coming to the plate now, Cesar Hernandez. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
1 pitch away from wrapping up a very good innings work out of the bullpen here.
There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. Started to chase there. They'll appeal it down to third, and no swing. It's ball 2. And he'll strike out here yet again, as it's been a ball game to forget thus far. Now at the plate, Grayson Greenier. He'll lead things off against the same reliever that finished off the last inning.
Well, you don't see in this day too many relievers going multiple innings, but guys have to earn that trust from their managers. We'll see how he handles it here.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Comes set, and the 0-1. Hit to first. Glove by Santana. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
Now batting.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Victor Reyes. 3 for 4 so far and seeing it well in this ball game. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Try to bunt for a base hit here as he gets this one down. And he'll beat the throw as he's got himself a bunt single.
Now batting, designated hitter, Harold Castro.
At the plate, Harold Castro. As he'll watch a sinker here that misses. It's ball 1. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. Too much bite on the sinker, and he's behind 2-0 now.
Clearly working the bottom of the zone, trying to get a ground ball for a double play.
Here comes the 2-0 pitch. And a very low strike there. Trying to speed up the game, perhaps. It's 2-1. Slapped hard the opposite way, but pretty much right at the left fielder as he takes it in for the second out.
Now batting.
Into the box, Miguel Cabrera, who could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. 1-run game here in the top of the 9th. Two balls and a strike to the Tigers' first baseman.
That's where he wants that sinker to end up, but that was a nice job of laying off.
Line drive to center field. Mercado is there, and he'll make the catch to retire. Kyle Funkhauser enters the game to finish this one off here in the bottom of the 9th. And that'll bring in the switch-hitting Francisco Lindor. He's going to lead things off in their half of the 9th as they try to avoid the dreaded shutout.
It's never a good feeling to get shut out, and over the course of the season, it's bound to happen a few times. They've just been overmatched by good pitching.
Behind 0-2 now. 0-2 count, and the pitch. A swing and a miss on a ball way out of the zone, and there's one away. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Franmil Reyes. He went down on strikes last time up. And he lays off there, 1-0. That evens it up, 1-1. One and two now. Now here it comes. Got him. And that's the third time we've written a K next to his name in this one. Here's Carlos Santana now. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. And a breaking ball falls in there for a strike. It's 1-1. Fans on their feet in a one-run ball game in the last of the ninth. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1.
Those were two great executed pitches right there away from this batter. He can hurt you in a heartbeat. I don't think anything's going to leak out over the heart of the plate.
Last strike now for Cleveland. And he tried to hold up that time. We'll get an appeal down to third, and no swing. It's ball 3. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Just got a piece up the line. One strike from a shutout. Here it comes. And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game. Ready now, Oscar Mercado. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. From the stretch. The 0-1 on its way. 2 out with the man at first. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. The next 0-2. Misses for ball 1.
Hey, the fish ain't biting there on that 0-2 breaking ball, but you got to be careful because this pitcher might throw him another one.
And he fouls this one off. A runner on first with 2 away. And this one's in the dirt, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. And this is pop foul, but perhaps playable behind first, but this will land untouched. Another try at 2-2. Now a swing and a fly ball. And this should do it. The catch is made, and the Tigers will put an end to their 3-game skid as this ball game is over. And that one run held up tonight, 1-0 the final. The Tigers used a nice...
Welcome to this edition of Inside the Show. There will be 42... What happened yesterday. In the AL Central, the Detroit Tigers combined to allow only 4 hits as they beat the Tribe in Cleveland 1-0. Willians Astudillo drove in 4, leading Minnesota to a win over Toronto 9-4. Leury Garcia swung the bat well with 3 hits, helping the White Sox push past the Royals 5-4. The Rays put together 10 total hits as they got the home victory against the Astros 6-3. The Chicago Cubs held the opposition at bay with only 4 hits as they beat the O's in Baltimore 11-3. The Oakland Athletics went deep 4 times as they beat the visiting Red Sox 6-5. The Washington Nationals totaled 13 hits as a team as they bested the Mariners in Safeco Field 7-5. The Yankees grabbed the win over the Rangers in Arlington 6-4. The Marlins knocked out 12 hits as a team as they defeated the visiting Angels 6-5. The Braves grabbed 13 hits in the game as they took care of the Mets at Citi Field 10-9. Trevor Bauer got the win throwing 8 innings, allowing 1 earned run, helping Cincinnati get a victory over the Giants 6-3. The Philadelphia Phillies totaled 13 hits as a team as they stomped the Brewers 7-1. The Pirates got a road win against Arizona 6-4. The Los Angeles Dodgers swatted 4 home runs in this one as they got the best of the visiting Redbirds 9-5. The Rockies had 12 hits as a team as they made short work of the Padres 10-3. And that's our show on this Jackie Robinson Day. Should be a lot of great games as well as celebrations of the great number 42. Talk to you again tomorrow.